Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly May 11th reading, if I can remember what day I'm doing here. So, you have an interesting week to say the least. You have a lot of people around you, which is good. Um, Definitely like a lot of supportive, you get a lot of support here. Um, and more interestingly, a lot of love. And what's even more interesting than that is I think that there is some sort of Venus transit this week astrologically. Again, I'm not an astrologer, but I do remember hearing something about this like Venus transit that's going on. So it's interesting that you have like a lot of love going on this week and things like that. But I think you, in particular, there was one other sign, and I actually think it was one of your sister signs, if I'm not mistaken, also had a very similar reading about love. So I think there's definitely love coming in for you. The first two cards you get are the Jack of Hearts and the Jack of Clubs. And the reason I'm picking them up together right now is that this is typically having having an admirer. So I think you have like two admirers, two people looking at you this week, possibly. And again, I don't attach sex to my cards, so this could be male or female, whatever your preference is. Doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. It could be male or female, both of these people. And they're definitely interested in you, and I definitely think love is coming in, and I think it's going to be starting this week. And I think, like I said, I think there's some astrology to back that up as well. And even more interesting than that is that you have the Seven of Hearts, which is literally, I mean, the literal translation of this card is somebody who's interested in you. That's literally what this card means. So it's like I said, you got the two people who are interested in you, and you got love interest here. This card can also represent you feeling just a little bit, like a lack of love in the past, maybe not so loved. So if you are married, maybe you haven't been feeling loved, and it's like coming back to you. And if you're single, like I said, this would be more love coming into your life, quite literally. So next we have the Queen of Spades. And this could be you. Another sign got this card this week as well. And it typically means like you're working for something. It typically means like hard work. And it's like work that you want to be doing. And, I'm getting like that it's so that you can kind of like make your life better. So it's like this can be you just working hard to make your life better. And I'm trying to see here what we got next. And trying to put some of these cards together here. So, I think that's what's going to happen. And I think because next I pulled some extra clarification cards. Just because you got so much in the way of love, I just wanted to see what else was coming in. So you got the Six of Diamonds, and I always say this can represent a couple of things. And but to me, it's a card. It is a card of stability. It's very stable. If you were to fold this card in half, both sides would match up perfectly. So it's like a card of symmetry. So it's like stability coming back into your life. It can also be a card of like planting your seeds. I always look at those diamonds as seeds. And because they're in a row, it's like you're planting something that will be successful, I think. For sure. Next, you have the Four of Hearts. This is a card of, again, you get stability like twice. The Four of Hearts definitely represents stability because, like I say, the four always represents a home to me. I always read this as home, pretty much no matter what suit it is. So it's always like feeling very comfortable, feeling very stable, and things like that. This can also be, the hearts, because I always say that the hearts are kind of like, I say melt your heart, or melting hearts. So it's like things can be melting away. So it can be a card of like change. So maybe you're changing jobs, changing your home, or, changing your business, or changing, a lot of changing type of things coming in. And if you have relationships coming in, I mean, obviously that you're going to be seeing a change. So overall, I think it's a great week with like a lot of love and like a lot of possibly new people coming into your life. So definitely enjoy this week.